Now, this ninth episode of Yellowstone, titled No Such Thing as Fair, I want to say and get this out of the way, what a boring episode this was. Nothing much happened at all. The only thing maybe that really happened was John Dutton going to see Summer Higgins, this protester and activist who was arrested because of what Beth told her to do. And John finds out that his daughter was behind everything. And then, he confronts his daughter about it. And they do have a little powwow and spat. And then John basically tells Beth, his daughter, that he's really disappointed in her. And he thought he would never say that. And it just goes on about how everything happens in this episode from... I feel like they're leading up to a shocking season 4 finale. But if this is the precursor of what this season finale could be with this 4th season, I feel like it's going to be a big letdown, because something interesting and crazy has to happen. The way season 3 ended and the way it began was excellent, but from 2 to 9, season 4 episodes 2 to 9 were really slow going. I feel like it's on pace to do something crazy, but I don't know what that will be. Kevin Costner is top notch in this episode, and the other factor is that 15 to 20 minutes or maybe 25 minutes of this episode was all based on Jimmy at the 4 Sixes Ranch and his love interest, and him having to go back to Yellowstone and him having to choose his love life. We don't need that. We can take those aspects and part out and just put in the story of John trying to do certain things. The other thing that happened in this episode was that Jamie had a heart-to-heart with his father, and his father finds out what, Jamie's running for governor, this and that, and this woman who basically just comes out of nowhere, who he got pregnant, and is telling him what to do. Listen, if Jamie's character doesn't get his shit together before the end of this season, or if there is a season 5, something needs to happen with this character. He needs to put his foot down and actually do something. Also, the interesting thing is that Jamie's biological father and John have a face-to-face in a diner. And then we do get a backstory between the two of a little bit, but we don't know the full backstory. And it's really interesting to see. Probably the only interesting thing happened in this episode. The other underlining thing is that Casey and his character arc is with this wolf that he sees all the time with certain things. And, the chief asked him, what happens when you see this wolf after, he's like, oh, this happened, I became livestock manager, I was with my wife got pregnant. So good things are happening, but they do say when something's good happening, something bad is always trying to stop it. So this episode, No Such Thing as Fair, was kind of a letdown, I want to say. We do see other arcs of certain characters, but like I said, it's just John, Dutton, and Beth, and that's it. And the understory of Jimmy, and then, Rip is starting to come along as well with this little kid that, he's supposedly looking after. But other than that, listen, this is the episode before the season 4 finale, and I'm hoping that something happens, because if it doesn't, then this season will be a big letdown, because by far the best season was season 3, and because we knew what was happening everywhere. And then with that season 3 finale, it was great. And then season 4 episode 1 started. It was really interesting because we had to know what happened. Then everything slowed down a little bit. The other thing is that the other big episode that was good in season 4 was probably the one where John announced he was running for governor. So a lot of factors are in this, and the show is getting good ratings because of word of mouth. Now, I really want this show to succeed because it's a great show. It's very well written. Taylor Sheridan knows how to write shows. But with the 9th episode not being of what it is and just being slow going, and 15 to 25 minutes of it being for Jimmy, and the other aspects only being certain other, things for John, it really wasn't that good. I was actually highly disappointed with this episode, and I'm hoping the season 4 finale makes up for it in a big way. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 9 of Yellowstone, titled No Such Thing as Fair. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And what do you see happening in the season 4 finale of Yellowstone? Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked, and I'll see you guys in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my season 4 finale, episode 10 of Yellowstone, titled Grass on the Streets and Weeds on the Rooftops.